So this brief segment is dedicated to Arthur, who calls us from Winnipeg. Arthur, I hope you'll keep calling us, but this should put the Trudeau thing to rest. Justin Trudeau is a really, if you dig into his record past this sort of like, pop culture representation of a guy who wears Chewbacca socks, it's incredibly unimpressive. He's not complying with a court order in Canada to increase funding for Indigenous children on reservations in Canada. He's not followed through on any of his campaign rhetoric, really, on fundamentally addressing the issues of inequality and labor stagnation that are affecting Canada, just like everywhere else, of course. He's major Keystone pipeline proponent. He is a very big fan and friend of the Canadian arms industry, and he is the kind of poster child of the sort of pseudo-woke neoliberal. In a more exciting piece of news, the new Democratic Party, which is Canada's Social Democratic Party, has elected its first non-white leader, and also, like Trudeau, young, guy's only 38, figure to lead the party. His name is Jagmeet Singh. He's a Sikh whose family immigrated to Canada from the Punjab in India, and he ran on an aggressively populist left platform. He is talking to young people about their actual employment and economic prospects. He's not just culturally signifying to them, although he has been identified in the media as one of the best dressed in Canada, and he does have a lot of charisma. Like Trudeau, he's actually also a trained martial artist. Although, I guess Trudeau's a boxer. This guy trained in martial arts because he was bullied as a kid because of racism, essentially. He faced racist bullying, and he ended up training himself to fight, and is really in this new wave of returning people to the sort of serious kind of left roots of the NDP, which were in some respects compromised by some of its recent leadership, which is very problematic in a kind of actual 2.5 party system. NDP has not run the country, but it's a real contender. This was a clip that happened recently in Canada of Jagmeet Singh. He's, of course, Sikh, but for many people who are bigots, they're not going to know any of the subtleties of these differences. And he's at a town hall meeting event that looks like it's at a college campus, and he's getting attacked by a woman with all this kind of anti-Muslim conspiracies and everything. You'll see him here. He is, in fact, quite well dressed. And watch how he handles this. It's impressive.
Hi. There's a process. There isn't one, so I thought I'd start off.
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
My name's Jennifer. I'm a women's advocate.
One second. Can you hear this way?
We know you're in bed with Sharia. We know you're in bed with the Muslim Brotherhood immediately. I would like to know, call the police.
So just 1 second. What do we believe in? We believe in love and courage, right? Love and courage. Love and courage. We believe in an inclusive Canada where no one's left behind. We believe in building a Canada that ensures that there's economic justice for everybody, right? And do we believe in celebrating all diversity? Do we believe in celebrating diversity? Give it a round of applause for side diversity. A round of applause for diversity. All right. It's okay.
Back up, lady. Back up.
So,
when is your Sharia going to end?
It's
we know you're in bed with the
so.
We can tell by your votes. We all know.
That's it. We don't want to be intimidated by hate. We don't want hatred to ruin a positive event, right? We don't want hatred to ruin a positive event. So let's show people how we would treat someone with love. We welcome you. We welcome you. We welcome you. We love you. We support you and we love you. We support you, we love you. We all here, everyone in this room loves you. We all support you. We believe in your rights. We all believe in your rights. This room is a room filled of people that are loving and that will support you, but this isn't the best way to do it, but it's okay, we're gonna talk some more. let's just say this is a little bit awkward, but it's okay. We're not intimidated by hatefulness. We're not intimidated. It's okay. It's okay. Well, these are things that happen. It's okay. It's no big deal. We're not going to be intimidated. It's all good. Listen, you know, growing up as a brown-skinned, turban-bearded man, that I faced things like this before. It's not a problem. We can deal with it. There's going to be other obstacles that we're going to face, and we're going to face them with what? With love and courage. We can overcome anything. We're not worried about this.
That was very, keeps his cool. He wrote just a couple more quotes from him. Growing up with brown skin, long hair, and a funny-sounding name meant I faced some challenges, he said in his acceptance speech in Toronto on Sunday. The funny name bit containing unmistakable shades of the speech that made Barack Obama a star. I've been stopped by police multiple times for no other reason than the color of my skin. It makes you feel like you don't belong, like there's something wrong with you just for being you, and that's why, as Prime Minister, I'll make sure no one in Canada is stopped by police because of the way they look or the color of their skin. Singh, a criminal defense lawyer before making the jump into politics, also told the crowd in his 20s he became a sole income earner for his family and a surrogate parent to his younger brother when his father became ill and couldn't work. Singh suggested that's another reality that Trudeau doesn't understand. He accused the Trudeau government, and I really like the way he frames this, of delivering a message that Canadians should get used to precarious paycheck-to-paycheck work. Maybe if you look at employment as a hobby, you can just get used to unstable work. But if your work means the difference between putting food on the table or a roof over the head of your family, then job insecurity is unacceptable. Well, there is no doubt that that's who I would be strongly supporting if I was a Canadian citizen. And that's why I'm announcing today I'm emigrating to Canada. Free health care, Singh as Prime Minister, I'm down.
Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos